My name is Sonia with Summit Success Coaching. I help provide a safe environment and a fun place for people to have transformational growth in fulfilling their purpose. I was compelled to take this training and this workshop because I felt that I really needed to focus on how I was showing up and how I was marketing my coaching so that I could really reach my ideal client in a more effective way. My favorite part of the process, well, there's so many, because I loved the videos, I loved the self-reflection work, I loved the dynamic group coaching that we had, and I just loved being able to have this deep reflection to really take with me into the work that I do. So I would have to say the really focused, quiet reflection time was probably my favorite part.
Because you don't get that very often, do you?
I don't.
Right.
Or if I do, my mind wanders. This way I get to really have like a focused reflection time instead of just drifting off into thinking about different things. This really helped me target in on the things I needed to be thinking about so that I know how to show up more authentically in the work that I do. My greatest benefit from participating in this workshop is really being able to have a foundation of my styles and my attributes so that in the further coaching work that I'm doing, this is really a base foundation for me to continue to grow on as a professional. So I like that. And in the work that I do, I often come back to this work and say, okay, does this fit in with my personal brand? Does my personal brand need to be amended just a little bit to fit in with this and be more true? I'm becoming more self-aware of my strengths and my values that I'm bringing in my coaching relationships. So I've noticed I've been more confident in how I'm showing up. It's helping me grow my business more authentically. And in the past, I felt like, oh, I need to have this certain persona when I'm reaching out to clients. But really having fun and showing up more authentically is really what is the value that I bring. So it's not how a person is to show up in their business and how I show up in mine is really the secret sauce for how I'm working with my clients. So it's given me permission to show up in that capacity. Oh my gosh, if I had not taken this course, I would probably still be trying to give words to who I am, and I'd be trying to figure out how I'm supposed to speak to my ideal client. I felt like I knew who my ideal clients were, but I didn't know how I was supposed to interact with them until after I did the personal branding work. And it's really helping me too in additional coaching work that I'm doing. And so I'm able to take this as a great foundation and then grow with it. So I love that. Yes, it is. At home, one of my words and one of my values is tranquility. So I really understand that I like to have a peaceful place, nice and organized. So I don't know if you could see this, but I went out and I bought this bookshelf so I could keep all of my books nice and organized. So it gave me, so I was able to see that, yes, I really value tranquility. And so I'm able to have this nice, peaceful, tranquil space.
So that is sort of top of mind now for you, and you're actually acting on it.
Yes.
And creating an environment that enables you to step into that tranquility.
Yes, and I've seen how important it is for me to be effective by having that tranquil space. So that's a prerequisite for me in order to be effective. So instead of it being something that was seen as not important, that needed to be put on the back burner, I'm really seeing, oh no, this is really a priority that needs to be taken action on so that I can be more effective in the work that I do. My brand mantra is purpose, growth, and tranquility. And it really helps reinforce that each of us are here for a purpose, and you need to have continuous personal development and growth in order to reach that. And then the tranquility represents not just the tranquility of my space, but my relationships as well. I remember my mantra as I'm doing preparation work for programs. I'll review it prior to meeting with the client or having a phone call. It just really centers me and helps me to remember this is what I'm here for, this is how I'm showing up uniquely into the world. What I would say to someone who is considering whether this program is for them or not, I would say do it if you are wanting to really reach your ideal client and really be able to have a marketing message that's consistent with who you are and how you show up in your work and your personal life. I think it's so important for that because everyone is designed uniquely for a purpose, and it really helps you identify what that purpose is and how you show up, what are your styles and attributes, and how you're different from others so that you can step out confidently in your purpose. I had fun working with Suzanne. It was so much fun, and I look forward to working with her in the future and just being with her all the time because she's so much fun and lives her brand authentically too. So it's so much fun to be around people who are living in their purpose and doing it confidently.